This weekend is what being a monster in fast food is like by JethroCool. Like, so the link to the video will be in the description below. Go and check them out. So let's into this vaccine in 3, 2, 1.
Hey guys, how's it going? My name's Jaywool. Do you remember like 3 weeks ago when I was talking about how I got promoted at my job? Well, yeah, I got promoted at my job, and I said I was gonna make a video about it, about what being a manager was like when I kind of got more settled in, and I'm a little settled in. I'm still getting used to everything because it's kind of a tough gig. And I'm not gonna lie, dude. I'm sure a lot of you guys have a lot harder jobs. I'm sure a lot of you guys have more stressful jobs, but since I became a manager, this shit has been super stressful, and I find it not difficult. It's just like a lot of things I have to remember, a lot of things I have to figure out, a lot of problems I have to solve, and I can't, I don't get a lot of help. There's 3 managers in the entire store, and I'm one of them, and me and the other shift lead are not trained very well, and then like our boss, like I told you guys when I said things were changing, my GM got fired, our AGM got fired, some of our kitchen leaders quit or got fired. A lot of changes in the store, and now we're extremely understaffed. So my boss, like, is my boss. Like, he's kind of like the assistant general manager, and we don't really have a general manager. So there's 3 managers, and we're all doing like a shit ton of work. I'm working 45 hours a week now. This week I worked 55. Dude, here's my week this week. Monday, did 9.5 hours. Tuesday, did 14, open to close. First one to get there, last one to leave. Wednesday, did another 12. Thursday, did 13. And then yesterday, I did about 8. And it's crazy because before I became a manager, I would consider 8 hours a long shift. Now that I'm scheduled 8 hours, I go, oh, only an 8-hour shift today. Let's go. And I'm getting like excited because I only work 8 hours. That's crazy.
Crazy.
Yeah, dude. I've been working so much. So if you ever are like, damn, Jaywool is super late on the upload, I wonder what he's doing. It's work. It's just work all the time, dude. It's all I do. Here's what the work is like, right? So I used to be a cashier was my position. What that meant was I take orders, I expedite food, and because I'm awesome and I'm a hard worker, I would help on the fryer, and I would also help out there, and I'd bounce around, kind of do this all by myself, and be in the kitchen sometimes. I was kind of all around, and I was a hard worker, and things changed, and a lot of people got fired or quit, and that's why I got promoted. But now that I'm a manager, I do all that stuff. Plus, I hop back in the kitchen a lot more when needed, which if you guys remember from my other video, I don't remember what it's called. I like being in the kitchen. I want to be in the kitchen. That's what I said. Now that I'm in the kitchen more, I will say it's nice. I do like being in the kitchen. Front of house, definitely a lot easier. I'll tell you that.
Really?
Because the thing with the kitchen and being a manager is like I'm doing orders and I look up and there's people looking at me because they've been waiting for their food for 10, 12 minutes, and I'm like, okay, I gotta go fast. I'm not very fast in the kitchen yet. I'm still struggling there. I know how everything gets made. I know how to do everything. I'm still delegating people. I'm leading the kitchen, but I don't have a lot of kitchen experience. So it's kind of tough. So I'm basically doing all front of house duties, all back of house duties, managing all of front of house and back of house, all my employees, sending people on breaks, delegating them to do tasks like, hey, go sweep the line, or go do this, go do that. Correcting people on mistakes they make, correcting people on how to make food correctly. What else do I do? I do a lot of shit. I set up my register in the morning when I open. I take it down when I close. I count the money. I make deposits. I take inventory. I make orders for the store. And what else do I do? Oh, I do these little like things called temp logs, where it's like everything has to be at the right temperature, like chicken, burger patties, mayonnaise, pineapples, mushrooms, all that stuff. I have to make sure it's at the right temperature. I have to make sure everything in the store is the way it's supposed to be, and that all my employees are doing the things they're supposed to do, and I have to make sure I'm doing everything I'm supposed to do. It's a lot. It's like triple the work for $2 more an hour, which kind of sucks, I'm not gonna lie. But then when the first check came in after becoming manager, I was like, okay. So here's the thing, right? Here's the thing. This job is now 3 times more stressful. I'm now working double the hours, maybe even triple the hours, which standing up for so long is causing my legs to hurt. Like,
Wow, really?
I'm limping at times because my legs hurt so bad because I've been standing for so long.
Wow.
But like, on the other hand, I'm making a lot more money to the point where I would be able to afford an apartment. Like right now, if I wanted, I could actually like afford rent for an apartment by myself if I wanted to, which I don't want to, obviously, because I got my girlfriend. I want to move in with her sometime next year, so I'm gonna save up my money until then. But it's kind of tough right now because it's like I don't know what to do, because part of me wants to quit because we're so understaffed. Like my boss, he's a good boss. He's a good boss. People don't respect him because of the way he got to his position. He kind of ratted everyone else out.
Wow, really?
That's how he climbed the ranks. Personally, I mean, that sucks. But at the same time, he has like a young daughter and he has a family to take care of, and I don't blame him. Dude's gotta feed his family, right?
Yeah.
To me, he's a pretty good boss. He treats me well. He cares about me. He cares about the employees. He is kind of a hard ass, and he is pretty like strict, I guess you would say. But the thing is, my boss is an incredible worker. He's a hard worker. What I do for front of house, he does for the kitchen, you know. And it's a lot harder to do for the kitchen. A lot harder to do kitchen by yourself and do everything completely right and do everything super fast. He does that. But the problem is, I think he kind of expects everyone else to do the same amount of work he does. But it's impossible because the people we work with are 17, or even if they're older, they don't really want to be working at a burger joint as a cook. Like,
Wow, really?
it's just kind of tough. And I don't want to complain because I get treated pretty well. I get good hours now. I get good money. And I like the people I work with. So I don't want to complain, you know? But it is just a really, really, really big change in my life, and it's a lot harder to manage now. It's a lot harder to be a manager, because before, it's like when I'm working at places and there's like customer complaints, I don't really care. I'm good at handling people. I'm
good.
like, hey, like, I'm sorry that they made your food like this. We can remake it for you. Oh, you don't like that? You want to talk to the manager? You're angry? Okay, send you over to the manager. This time, though, it's like, I am the manager, and I have to deal with you myself, and you're not happy, and you're blaming me for something that's not exactly my fault, but I am the manager, so at the end of the day, it is on me. And it's tough, bro. It's very tough. We had last Monday, dude, it was real bad because we were super understaffed and just a lot of stuff going on, and 2 people are coming up for remakes at the same time. 2 people come up for, not remakes, refunds. They want refunds. Now me, I'm a new manager. I've barely been trained. I don't know how to do refunds. My other manager is on break in the back. So I grab her, I'm like, how do I do the refund? She's like, tells me because she wants to eat her food. She doesn't want to deal with this shit. She tells me how to do the refunds. So I go up to the people, I'm like, all right, so here's how we do the refunds. It's gonna take 5 to 7 business days. I know it sucks. Nobody wants to wait that long for $12 back, but that's how we do it. And they're like, no, like, we know more about refunds than you do, so do it a different way. I'm like, okay. That's just kind of the way we do it, and there's not much else I can do. And these 2 people are just angry. They're, the 2 separate people who want refunds. One of them is kind of like yelling at me, and the other is like standing there like mad because the other guy's yelling and he wants his refund.
Yeah.
At one point, these 2 are arguing with each other, and the other guy, by the way, this guy is a Walter White lookalike. Walter White doppelganger. He looks like Walter White. Here's a picture of Walter White. This is what this guy looks like.
Oh, really?
And he's like, hey, back off. Don't yell at these workers, because then I can't get my refund. And it's just a shit show, dude. And then I got 5 people in line. I got door dashers waiting on stuff. I'm the only cashier. I can't do nothing. I can't expedite these orders. I got 2 people in the kitchen. Our ticket times are through the roof. And it was just a lot to deal with. I had to grab my manager. And then after we got this all sorted out, I get back to my front of house station and I'm starting to expedite the orders that are there, and I just can't handle it anymore, dude. I go back and I start crying. I have a massive panic attack, the biggest panic attack I've ever had in my entire life. It was so bad that my entire face started buzzing, my entire body started buzzing, which
Oh,
is not
really?
new. That's happened before with panic attacks, or my face starts buzzing a little bit. I feel my nose buzzing. I can't really feel things very well. That's happened before. This one was so bad that when I was talking like this. And my other manager said that my face was literally swelling up. So we had to call the boss in. We had to call a boss from a different store to come in and help.
Wow.
And eventually, after like an hour, or I took a breather. I went to my car for a second, and after like an hour, when I got back, they were like, "All right, dude, like you can go home. Like you've been through a lot. You can go home." And that kind of just set me the wrong way for being a manager, because this is, keep in mind, I've been a manager for 2 weeks. Most people, before they get a manager, they get trained and then they get the manager position. Me, I became a manager and then I got trained for the position, so I did not know a lot. It is a lot to
Wow.
deal with, man. It just makes me feel like I'm not cut out for it. And then, like, my boss, he expects a lot out of me and the other manager, and we were both not properly trained, and it's just tough. And then it's like, the other people at the store, the employees, they like me because I'm about the same age as them. I'm chill with everybody. Everybody likes me. They will take orders from me. If I say go sweep the line, go do this, they'll do it. They respect me. But at the same time, if they're like on their phones or they're slacking off, and I'm telling them like, hey guys, you cannot be on your phones, or we can chit chat, but we have to get our work done. We have to focus too. That's where they don't respect me a lot, and that's where I struggle with being assertive. Because people are my same age. It's hard to be assertive. It's hard for them to take me seriously. It's hard for customers to take me seriously when I'm uncertain about things, or when I look young and I look like I don't know what I'm doing, bro. And then, like, it's just like this constant balance between, I want the workers to like me, but I also want the workers to be doing what they're doing. And I
Yeah.
want my boss to like me, and I want my boss to think I'm doing a good job.
Yeah.
So it's pretty tough, dude. It's pretty tough. It's a lot to deal with. Um, at the end of the day, though, I'm grateful for this position. I'd like to, I've been considering quitting recently because it's so much more stressful than a job needs to be. You know,
Wow,
I could
really?
find other jobs that pay better, that are way less stressful,
Yeah.
and that have the same hours, you know. But I want to stay here for like at least a year. That way I can just have it on my resume, a resume that says you were a manager for a year. That would be amazing on a resume. I'd love that.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's what being a manager is like. It's pretty sucky. No, dude, I'm complaining too much, man. It's not that bad, right? It's nice. It's nice. There's a lot of benefits for me, but at the same time, it's just hard, and it's new to me. But at the end of the day, I'm grateful for it, and I'm optimistic about the future. I think everything could be good, so that's what that's like, bro. That's what my life has been like. I know I usually do like a life update like once a month. This is pretty much my life update. I haven't even had time for anything else, man. I don't see Essie as much anymore. It sucks.
Wow.
I don't have time to hang out with friends, really. I don't even have time to eat or do my laundry or clean my room, man. It sucks. But I'm gonna figure it out. I'm gonna find that balance. I'm gonna get used to things and kind of get everything in order. Yeah. So I'll see you guys later. Subscribe.
Wow. Wow. That was what being a manager in fast food is like by JethroCool. The link to the video will be in the description below. Go and check them out and drop a like if you like. And comment below if you want to see more reaction like this one. And subscribe if you're new. And click the bell so you can be notified when I upload in my bad. Wow. Wow.